Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Second down, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Cooper was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Looking for Shepard deep. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Taco Charlton in there to make the play. It'll be a loss of 14, and it'll bring up a 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And got his man complete. They give him a gain of 38.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Prescott to throw it. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A second down throw for Prescott. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Prescott yet again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
46.
Prescott on third and goal. And this is caught. It's Cooper. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's fourth and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And the Giants ready to come out now and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Green 39. Green 39.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
No, check, Patriot.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to bring this one down right about the 20-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
It's coming now. Here we go, 47.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Hey, we're going right there, we're going right there. Switch, hey.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Last week in that wild card win, only 1 catch, and now he's got his first catch here, and it's good for a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for 4. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dalvin Tomlinson. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look in the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10.
Here go 46. 46.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Good. Over here. Right there. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Prescott now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
Under. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. Uses the spin. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game. Second half action back underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to...
He's got a man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And fighting down inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. 42 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone, so the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, it's Prescott. And he's got it to Hearns. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Prescott on first down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Dak finding the former Jag Hearns for the Dallas first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A first down throw for Prescott. And this one brought in by Gathers. And down inside the 15 he goes. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
46.
From the red zone now, Prescott. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jeff Swaim from 13 yards out. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Powers ahead at the 45. Touchdown, Giants! A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Going deep here for Bryant. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He got 29 yards that time. Prescott looks to throw on first. Flush to his right. Going deep here for Bryant. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep over. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ty Montgomery, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try. And again, it's Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Randy Gregory in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll run it here. No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now this time he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw, eluding the pressure right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. There he goes inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up 1st downs.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins, in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
1st down, Prescott. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Alec Ogletree, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.